Begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
During the class
Do we really have to do this? It's, you know,
for who the killer is.
we've done this multiple
and
times.
Vote for who? If you vote correct, I'll
Yeah.
punish everyone. Oh well, who cares about?
I don't
Yeah.
mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Neither do
You
I,
know,
really.
Because I was asleep the whole time.
He was sick.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But
More than likely.
Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're
You were
Your head's
sick with the
empty
disease,
anyway.
yeah. Damn.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway,
I guess.
we shouldn't
Yeah.
proceed with the
Let's
trial if
let's
those
move
two
on.
Can't participate in the arguments.
Yeah.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
I mean, okay,
Then,
yeah.
Let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The
Yeah.
hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The
Yeah.
other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at
I
my
know that
house
was
the
like,
day
we
the
probably
incident
should have told
happened.
them that from the beginning, but, you know.
Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room,
Yeah.
since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time.
And
When
then
I
we
pressed
saw
button
the
to turn on the monitor,
the person walking
what
on
appeared
the
screen was
yeah, this.
a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head.
That doesn't look like a
climbing
Buki
stepladder.
though.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime? I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue.
Yeah.
But it was too late.
I wasn't fast enough.
By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
They were
We
looking
were
for
also
Ibuki.
looking for Ibuki since
Yeah.
she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
Counting.
And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I fled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Yeah, what's the
Don't say it
word?
Like that and confuse.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why did you say various like that? Hold on, I this thing is a little tripping a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I was like, why'd you
After
say
I
it like
heard
that?
from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
Yeah, but I don't think
So I
that's the
immediately led them
case.
to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
Yeah, and then
And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's.
Yeah.
And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
kind of crazy.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once.
Why
but
did they go
twice
out
in
of
a
their
row.
way to tape her body?
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
Yeah.
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
I mean, you don't?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
I suppose.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I
Yeah,
lie?
but like, why?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
What's the word, Nagito? Why you always been this weird? It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I should have explained it to Nagito. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Okay. I don't remember.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility.
Really?
After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Nah,
The
how
fact
would
that
I have
the
done
bodies
that?
were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
I'm not the killer. There should be a contradiction somewhere. I need to find that and break through. Alright, let me take a look at all these things. Texture of paper that was stuck to the baton. Lighting, no. A black curtain at the very back of the music venue stage is not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. It looks like it was brought. Okay, step ladder, candle. So Raven's camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes. It's been smashed to pieces and no longer works. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climb a stepladder toward a noose. Separated for a short time. Is that the thing? Since, like, the date is printed on it, then I would have never... This is an imitation killing, so...
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can... After all, Hajime is the only...
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because
Did Hajime kill...
the fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
It happened way after the fact.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
I didn't watch
Of course
it.
you're not. I already
I
knew
hate
that.
you. I hate you.
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched
Yeah.
that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
Who all
Isn't
watched
that
the
right,
movie?
Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Yeah.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course.
I
no
don't
one's
remember
doing
not
right.
having. I don't remember having that conversation with anybody.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the
Yeah,
first place.
that's Nagito, Kazuichi. Why are we? Oh,
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
I guess I support it.
Also provides a good warm-up.
I suppose.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important, especially since this isn't a game.
Yeah, but keep that energy, bro.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to
Yeah.
the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the step
Nah.
ladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Nah.
And that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
We don't know.
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
I mean, it's possible, but it's very
Like I said
unlikely.
before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
Yeah.
So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Everybody.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
5 minutes.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way
It was
that's
very
possible.
fast.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
Hmm? What do you mean, a closed room?
The
It was
killer
locked,
blocked
yeah.
the venue door from the inside.
They put a
to
drumstick?
try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music
From
venue,
what
right?
we know,
If
yes.
they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still
So
inside.
it's none of us four. It can't be, obviously it's not me. It can't be Fuyuhiko. It can't be Mikan, and it can't be Chiaki.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time.
Yeah, all four of us were
And
together.
that's you two. Sonia and Kazuichi.
Sonia, Kazuichi, Gundam,
Me too?
Nagito.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all
Yeah.
broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
Yeah?
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Does he count?
Hey, why are you talking like, huh?
Yeah.
You're kidding, right? You're not up to
Ugh.
something weird, are you? Please stop making that
Yeah.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people
I mean,
who don't have
Fuyuhiko
alibis.
has a point, you know? Everyone is basically accounted for, but the thing is I don't believe that they were still in
What
there.
a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
No, he's a Yakuza. The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? I don't think so.
The
Oy.
killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Was it?
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over. I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have...
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the
You can use that as a... By doing that, the killer waited till we get... And suddenly...
So they look like they... I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still in... By locking the door from the inside.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I got it. I had it. It just took me a little bit. I just wanted to be sure.
Sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
Yep.
From the outside. How?
Chiaki put this in her mouth.
Glob stuck to the venue door.
She tasted it,
That's
yeah.
what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. The semi-transparent glob was probably glue?
I see.
Yeah. I don't think it's a melted gummy.
Semi-transparent glob. Must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah.
I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put
Yeah,
it in my
Chiaki, that's
mouth.
probably still not a good thing you did that.
Based on all
You
that,
brush your teeth?
I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe
It's
it
not.
is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By
Yeah.
pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Yeah.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck.
But
Yep. it
it's
fits
still
perfectly.
crazy that they did that.
If you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, so he probably did it before.
What'd you say?
First
Yeah.
of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious?
I mean,
Almost
I don't
unnecessary.
know, Chiaki. Like,
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer
I
placed it as a
suppose.
diversion.
I guess.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
I mean, yeah, it
Then
definitely could be.
I totally fell for that fucking trap.
I would have too.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However,
Still,
you're not allowed to
you
slice
guys
open
don't-
your stomach this time.
You guys don't have alibis.
Tomorrow, both sides
Yeah.
are to blame. That's why
What?
it's better to just have no sides at all.
So,
Who
during
invited
the
her
10
here?
minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space.
That's the
And they
thing,
also
right?
taped her up after killing her, right?
Mhm.
Even quick work has limits.
Yeah, like, unless they're
What
crazy.
unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Right, Mikon.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But
Earlier.
when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
Yeah?
And when you went back with everyone else, Kyoko's body was there too, right?
Yeah?
But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Reveal?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music
Yeah, but how
venue?
does that correlate?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
It's part of the background. Stuck on the baton lighting at the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. What are we doing here? Hangman's Gambit. I don't know what the word is. Isn't it just a curtain? I mean, we could try shit. Okay. I figured. Okay. Oh, it's wallpaper. Okay. Oh, I couldn't reach it. I Oh. I'm panicking. Ow. I... Okay, we're good. We just need a R. I... There.
I got it!
Yeah, initially I was like, I'm not sure what we're going for here.
Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there?
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
I'm not sure.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lining was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. I forget. Oh, this is the surfing. Alright. Oi, okay. Ah. Okay, question one. Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? I'm gonna say it was hidden. Okay, so far so good actually. And I don't think we have a lot of health to play with. Okay, we got another checkpoint. What did the killer use to hide her body? I'm gonna say the wallpaper! Aye, okay. I'm gonna say the wallpaper? Okay. Oh. Oh, we don't have a lot of life to play with. Aye! Ah! Oh! I'm kind of the best. Okay. We're actually doing very, very well. How did the killer hide her body within the wallpaper? They covered the pillar? Yeah. I knew that. I wasn't scared or nothing. Woo! Okay.
It's all coming together.
Yeah. So they just wrapped it around her? And then was like, okay, let's rip this off.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden
It was already taped.
No, the body was
Yeah.
already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body,
She was there.
Hyoko's body was already there.
Yeah.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
I mean, we were also panicking.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
Yeah, she was
They
hanging.
used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
Yeah.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Yeah.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a
The
piece
little
of the
corner
wallpaper.
piece, too.
And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry.
I mean, I think that was the
Took too
plan.
long. Hajime could have walked in on that.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body...
Yeah, like, I don't
and the
understand
killer is
the
very
risk.
bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
I mean,
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what
I
is
mean-
that?
Are you kidding
yeah.
me? You haven't seen my map.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
It said mothballs, but
I
it's...
don't eat
Yeah.
mothballs.
Never mind, it
I
says
just
mothballs.
enjoy looking at them.
She be eating them. She 100% be eating
so
them.
many similarities. It must have been intentional.
So you watched it.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the
You
movie.
watched it as well.
Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie. Although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
So you saw
Why
it
did the
too.
killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
I don't know.
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
Okay, then what is a Nagito? The reason the killer imitated the 2 victims in that movie, I should be able to explain that now. Is it really because they like movies? No, okay.
I see.
How?
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before
I see.
Ibuki?
Okay, I understand
A
now,
valid
I
line
suppose.
of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
Yeah, what are you talking
I'll let
about?
you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk?
Damn, Chiaki's
Impossible.
firing back.
Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
Yeah?
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed.
Yeah?
That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Mm-hmm.
How light. Your words are so light as the silk.
Gundam, are you guilty right now?
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
Yeah.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
She was.
How can a low-class creature with no
She had
psychic abilities
blood on her
like
shoes,
you
bruh.
know something like that?
She had blood on her
Because
shoes,
she
bruh.
was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when... Yeah. Ibuki was standing because she had blood on the... Yeah, she had blood on her shoes.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes.
I agree with that.
100%. I thought it was gonna make me argue, but no, I'm just agreeing.
Just as Sonya
Yeah.
said, Ibuki stepped on something.
Blood.
That something was blood.
Mhm.
There were faint blood stains on the soles of her
It
slippers.
was also on the
That
stepladder.
is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no,
No.
external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Mhm.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
Yeah.
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Okay, Gundam. What is it you want?
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest.
I really want to
still
skip his
reeks of
dialogue.
wrath, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Yeah.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized
That's
our difference
exactly
in
it.
Status.
Gundam.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
What are you arguing, though?
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko?
Oh,
Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step
there
on blood
was
that was never
blood on the
there.
floor.
Just a... Did you see a nice nightmare?
Despite his exaggerated process, I feel like I've already been
You're
opening to
saying the
counter. Is
blood
this
on
a trap?
Ibuki's feet... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Yes, there
Allow
was.
me to cut through those words.
You goofy bitch. It also looked like someone wiped it away.
The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things.
Yes,
You don't have
I think
proof of that
Shiaki
at
can back
all.
me up.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Well,
Hyoko's body was probably
yeah.
wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
like the neck, all the neck duct tape, like stopped
Actually,
from the blood from
the
flying
bleeding
everywhere.
will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Is that true?
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's what it seems
right.
like. Yeah.
I didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
I'm down with that.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Yeah, deadass. I agree with Soda.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Please.
Wait a second.
Aye.
There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Okay.
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The
Suicide.
same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all.
I guess.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death. But I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
Yeah.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
I mean, it's possible, but I don't
That's
think she would have
totally
done it.
impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease,
Yeah, but
remember?
she
That means anything.
she was a robot and she did whatever you told her to.
She wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Yeah.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
How? She's
She
hanging,
waited
bro.
until Hajime left. That's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She's hanging.
She hanged herself. Remember?
Yeah.
There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see.
Yeah. So what the fuck are you talking about, Nagito?
There's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
The fuck are you talking about?
What the heck?
Ah, there's still one more issue on my mind.
Oh, what now?
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video?
I don't
Hajime
know. I
saw?
think somebody set that up. Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
Yeah.
And does that mean someone forced her to do it?
She was afflicted.
Perhaps.
She was afflicted by
they used
despair disease.
hypnotism or something?
So if you told her, hey, climb this ladder and hang yourself,
I
she
don't
probably
know
would have done it.
anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something.
What?
So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
What?
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
I don't think so.
Cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Okay.
And the video
Yeah, it was live.
saw was actually live?
Yes.
What time did Hajime see that video?
It was before the morning
Right before
announcement,
Monokuma's
yeah.
morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
Yeah.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Yeah?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
I feel like that should have been what we do from the get-go. I might have to read these.
And what about the others?
Right before the I was totally asleep.
I think everyone...
So everyone is... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed... That's not...
Aside from those, if nobody has an alibi...
No, that's wrong.
Apparently. Oi. Sorry. Okay.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and
Sonia.
I were actually together.
We even woke up together that morning.
Unfortunately.
Hey, what kind of situation
No,
is that?
she just fell asleep, bro.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Yes. I know it sounds
So much
weird.
info.
I get it.
It's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before
Yeah.
the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be
So
someone else.
Mikan and her are out of the
Better
way.
if we think about it like that.
Yeah.
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
I don't think so, but I don't know what it
Taking
is.
the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process. Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
I have no
Are you
idea.
saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
I mean,
I
okay.
think the killer had a completely different reason for
I
falsifying the murder
agree,
sequence.
but I don't know why the killer had a different reason. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then who? And what kind of trap is it? Yeah. Oh, is to be continued? I.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, mon ami. The moss balls sure look tasty today. Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some cheats time. What's that? Now then, mon amis, appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal's successful, they might be merchandise opportunities heading our way. Then I'm Usami, magical miracle, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm a itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
What are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. That's such a weird intermission. Sure, we'll save here. Okay, we're back. Thanks for that intermission, I suppose.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
You have?
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this?
I don't know.
We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school
You know what I mean? You could tell us
turned
more.
out all bloody instead. No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself.
And don't forget to say frequently. The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
It suddenly got quiet in here.
I mean, you threw a
Did I
monkey wrench.
confuse you?
Yeah, bro.
If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
It was
Well,
not allowed,
It's
yeah.
against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already!
Please.
Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right.
Yeah, he's
It
got a
feels
point.
incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
Monokuma was fucking with old people.
About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation,
Yeah, the lion
the
got...
lion was actually pinned by arrows.
Yeah,
right?
and she just got stabbed in the throat.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Maybe?
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying imitation wasn't banned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation was enough. But
Kind of?
Not just horror imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Cause of Sonia.
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, I need to find out. I need to find that out no matter the cost. Well, I mean, we know why. Sonia told her. But we obviously got to make the argument. No Sonia, okay.
why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
Yes.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
No.
Or she was guided by the will of causality.
What? I need to find out why Hyoko went missing in the first place.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree.
The fact that it was the motel room key pisses me off. Because that is the only thing that slightly had a resemblance to it, and it still doesn't make sense.
Free will.
Alright, whatever.
So, exactly as I assumed.
You could have just given me the Sonya's account as a bullet. Why'd you have to be weird?
If no
I'm
one
sorry.
called for her, then why did she go?
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person
Yeah.
like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
No.
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
Yeah.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just
No,
to hide the fact
'cause
Hiyoko got abducted.
She had the key on her. Remember, you're the
Couldn't
one
have
that
hidden
grabbed
the
the
room
key.
That deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right?
Yeah.
Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Bitch, you were the one that took the key out.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yes.
This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No!
What are you
That's not the
talking
issue.
about?
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Okay.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted, or the killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
I'm out. No, what kind of reason I need to find.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The
Oi.
girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Okay.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember?
You took it out.
It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's more?
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono.
Yeah.
The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason
Fuck.
her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Yeah,
Allow
nah.
me to cut through those words.
She did not do that. Akane, what the fuck are you talking about?
The reason
You
Hiyoko's
literally
kimono
said
was
she's
messed up
weak,
is because she
and
was
she's like,
able
oh,
to
she fought it.
properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Yeah.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought
No,
the
she just
killer.
took a shower.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
What? Fuck are we talking about?
Hajime, now's your chance.
Make her admit defeat. I skipped it on accident? No.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
No, he would have
Though
never
that
known.
may not apply to Sonya, since she provided Hiyoko with
I mean,
that information.
sure?
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonya, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense.
What?
Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean,
Huh.
for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't
Alright.
predict it,
Anyways.
why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is
Yeah, it
was
was
an
just
unfortunate
she came in and she went into the staff room, came out, and then all of a sudden she just sees the person murdering, you know?
when she went to the venue by herself, She was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
Man.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
I mean, yeah.
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
He stabbed that bitch in the throat.
Killed Hiyoko.
It was
because
fast.
the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
They thought that on the fly? That's crazy.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey, Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Alright, never mind. You know what?
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now
Oh
I'm
my God,
finally
just
able to
speak.
come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't
I
commit
agree.
suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's
Yes.
slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh.
Nagito, if you were a decent person.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Loki! No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place where she kept walking around.
Strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
I see. It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we left completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there footprints on the stepladder?
I can prove it with this.
There was blood on it, but there wasn't footprints.
Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself. It's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Nah,
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
we lying.
You notice such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. This is why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komoeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
Yeah, but that wasn't Ibuki.
I think there's no doubt that she really did.
I have...
Unless there was
Yeah.
something funny about that video.
It was dark. I didn't see Ibuki's hair.
So there was some kind of trickery
Yeah.
in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So, just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach the hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who could do it. Yeah, it's the bag, bro. The hanging video that I saw. Based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. It's the bag. The hemp bag was covering her face. Based on what I saw in the video, I don't think that looks suspicious, which means it's not as I should come. What?
Here!
What?
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
Okay.
However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
Yeah, because we're
There
seeing
weren't
that
any
side.
bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
The handbag could have worked
That
too,
is
by the
truly
way.
strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance.
No.
If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 step ladders?
But where
Yeah.
would you find
There was
another
a storage
step
room.
ladder? There was only one step ladder in the music
Are you
venue.
sure?
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only
Yes.
thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different. Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place where the killer did something. Aye. We got another one of these? Okay. Aye. 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 I need another A. Okay. No. There we go.
I got it!
It took me a little bit, but I got it.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue.
Yeah.
It was filmed somewhere else.
In the hospital.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? He fucking smashed it. Okay. Yeah, he fucking smashed it. Bum 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 bum. Whoa! I don't have a lot of health either. Ow! Okay. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? The camera? It's both. He fucked with both. It's the camera. Nah, he didn't do both. He did the camera. Yeah. Ah! Oi, 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 oi. Okay. This is kind of cool. Am I gonna make this? Oh, we was hauling ass. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or at the hospital? The hospital. No! Really? Oh! Wait, I chose hospital. Is it the music venue? I don't remember. Oh, shit. I knew we were getting closer. Oh, we gotta live this. Okay. Okay, okay. Alright, I'm cool with that. Bitch. Hey. What did the killer do with the camera from the... They took it with him? Okay.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, it sure is.